Yo, what's good, guys? Inswain with Inswain Audio. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. We missed you. Make sure to subscribe and to join our family because I'm dropping videos like this every single day. Come on, man. Who's doing it like that? Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about if mastering is really necessary or not. You might be surprised. Let's go. All right, let's spoil it right off the bat. The answer is it depends. It depends on your goal, but generally, yeah, it is necessary. So the only time I would say it's really not necessary is if it's not like a proper professional release or it's just a demo or you're just a hobbyist and you don't really care that much and you don't have a budget or you aren't willing to spend on mastering or to learn it yourself. In that case, yeah, it's totally fine. People can still listen to your music. You can still make it and enjoy it. There's nothing stopping you from making music with if it's not mastered. But other than that, if you're taking this seriously or you want a proper professional release, anything other than a hobbyist who can't afford it or doesn't want to pay, every other case, yeah, it's still necessary. Especially with all this talk of AI and AI mastering is on the rise. It's been for a while, but it's getting more and more popular. Mastering is just as necessary as ever, if not more now. AI isn't even close to human mastering. Now, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, fight against AI, humans, humans, humans. I do think, there's an argument to be made there on either side. But I'm a mastering engineer. I've worked with one of the top mastering engineers in the world recently. I use AI mastering to check things. I have a video on my page comparing unmastered versus a professional master versus AI mastering, and that'll break it down for if you want to see that. But humans are much better than AIs at mastering, at least at this point. I'm not going to say never and I'm not going to say forever. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but right at the moment, a proper mastering engineer is going to blow AI mastering out of the water. And what a master can do to a mix is just insane. And people kind of have the wrong idea about mastering sometimes. They think that it's an extension of mixing or that it's making your song just louder, and that's part of it, but that's just not the full story. It's so much more than just loudness. It's stereo image, phase coherency, so many things, but the biggest thing that gets overlooked a lot is it's a second opinion. It's another person with different experience and background and listening skills, different monitors, a different environment, mostly, different expertise, taste, all these things. It's a different person who is going to listen to your mix that you've just spent 37,000 hours listening to and can't even hear the same as a normal person, as an outside listener. They're going to listen to it for the first time in its state where you have it and know, oh, if I just do this, 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 and this, these little tweaks, now look at how amazing it is. Now look at how much more clear it is on a phone speaker. Or now it's going to, you know, hit harder or translate more or listen to that top end. Whatever it may be, now it's more balanced. Whatever that is, they can do a few, usually minor, hopefully minor moves and just make the world of difference. Open your mix up. You're going to hear it in a new light. And that is why the touch of a human mastering engineer is just, you can't compare to it. It's so worth it. On that same note, if you are a mix engineer, using a mastering engineer is also a learning experience. Even some will give you actual mix notes, feedback of like, hey, you should check this or check this. This is what I did. And you can reverse engineer it and learn from it and say, okay, if I'm always getting notes from my mastering engineer that I have too much bass, maybe I should check into that. This is such useful information that's going to help improve your mixes more than anything you're going to find online because it's personalized to you and your work. It's feedback on your work specific to you from a mastering engineer with tons of experience in exactly what you do, which is invaluable. You can't find that online for free, at least. Further, even if they don't give mix notes, you're going to get so much from it because you can just reverse engineer it, quite literally. But you can listen what they did to it and see what direction they went with it and get inspiration from that and be like, oh, I would have never thought to take it that way. Or, oh, they made it this much brighter. Or, wow, they could push it that far. Whatever it is, there's so much to learn there about your mixing habits that you're blind to because it's you doing it. That's just how it is. So a mastering engineer is going to point that out to you whether they say anything or not. And I know this from experience because ever since I've started mixing for myself for years, I was always my own mastering engineer. Up until very recently, a one-off time, I was like, I want to get this song. I really liked it and I loved the mix. And I was like, I want to have one of the best mastering engineers in the world master this. One, because it's going to sound amazing, obviously. And two, the main reason was I just wanted to see what they would do with it, what the possibilities were, and learn from it. And so what I did was I paid the money to have it mastered, which by the way was totally worth it. And now I had an amazingly mastered song to release. But the real value was the information I can extract from it. What did they do to the width, to the sides, to the lows, to the highs? Now I'm rapping. I'm rhyming here, but seriously, I learned so much from it. Like how clear could they get it? How loud did they make it? What is the lofts? Like I look at it on a vector scope. I did so much, and it just how does it sound on a phone and my AirPods in my car? All these things, and it helped improve my mastering and my mixing too. But it improved my mixing and mastering so much, and that was worth the money alone. Even if I didn't release the song, it was worth it. And that's one thing that I don't really think I've heard many, if not any people talk about, is how worth it mastering is as a mix engineer to learn. And especially if you guys are going to work together all the time to build a relationship, they're going to get better at mastering your mixes and you're going to get better at mixing for their masters. Then you're just locked in. But anyways, guys, I hope that answered it for you. Do you think mastering engineers are worth it? You think they're in style? You think they're going out? What are your thoughts on AI? I'd love to talk about it. I'm no master. I'm a mastering engineer, but I'm no master at AI or understanding that stuff. I'm just observing what I see, and I know right now I've never heard an AI master as good as a human, at least for now, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, my name is Inswain with Inswain Audio. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I would appreciate it, man. I love y'all. Get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.